If it is language that makes us human, one half of language is to listen. Silence can exist without speech, but speech cannot live without silence. Listen to the speech of others. Listen even more to their silence. Let us now enter into a spirit of prayer and meditation. To pray is to listen to the revelations of nature, to the meaning of events. To listen to music is to listen also to silence, and to find the stillness deepened and enriched. So please remain seated and listen as we now listen to Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Wounds hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
The purpose of church is to encourage all who gather here to grow more generous in spirit and in action. This is the great end of all the world's faith traditions, to bring the human being closer to the divine by acts of creation and compassion. We now take an offering that allows us to exercise that all-important generosity of spirit, an offering that will support the self-supporting church and its many ministries. The gifts of the congregation will be most gratefully received. We'll now speak in unison. We're not going to sing. The dedication of Spirit of truth, of life, of power, we bring ourselves as gifts to thee. Oh, bind our hearts this sacred hour in faith and hope and charity. Amen. We draw from many wells, from oceans and rivers, from lakes and streams, from the muddy Mississippi to the roaring Rio Grande, from faraway places and from the ponds and puddles in our own backyards. Yet all are refreshing, each rivulet is cleansing, each capable of nurturing and sustaining life. As people of faith, we draw inspiration from many sources, from earth and sky, from poetry and legend, from art and music, from conscience and the law written in our own hearts, each satisfying our deep thirst for meaning and the yearning for justice that rolls down like waters in the soul. The diversity of sources of water can represent the religious diversity that enlivens our Unitarian Universalist faith. Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, humanist, pagan, theist, feminist, Native American, Hindu, Muslim, Taoist. We bring our water into communion to share with one another, just as we pool the many insights that inform our own singular experience. For a droplet of water alone has no color. It remains clear and translucent, almost invisible. But in combination, the many drops together can create a brightly varied rainbow, unseen realities made real and present for all to witness. We'll now have our water communion ceremony. Together, we aspire to represent the full spectrum of humanity, to make love, justice, and hope visible upon the earth. As you carry your water forward today, I invite you to share where your water is from or what it represents, your special contribution to the greater life and sea of faith of which we are a part. We have a pitcher of water in case you did not bring some water that can represent whatever you would like it to represent. And the water that we pour into the bowl will be mingled with other water that we've saved over the years to be used in our future child dedication service in a few weeks. So with that, I'll begin, but I'm going to ask people to come up and actually speak into the microphone if you're comfortable. If you wish to share, you can also just pour water into the bowl without sharing, and that way everyone else can also hear. But I'll start and say that after a year of canceled trips and canceled plans, we were able this year to go to Chicago to see my mom after 2 years of not seeing my mom or my stepdad. And so the water I'll pour in represents that trip to Chicago and seeing the Lake Michigan and the Chicago River. And also we were able to visit our favorite place in Lubec, Maine for 2 weeks, looking over the ocean and watching the tides come and go for and whales. We saw whales out the window where we were, and seals. It was really cool. It was a great trip this year.
Wake up to the patter of a humid rain at dawn, wondering what the future holds, trying to make life matter, seeing where my time is gone. One more day of watching troubled souls slip away to a peaceful new tomorrow, slip away to a kinder yesterday. Joy is where you find it, no mystery lies behind it. Find a path to follow for today and just slip away. I open up my doors to the usual morning chores, take a shower and feed the dog. It's normal life, of course, drawing courage from the source. Life's routine's just blowing away the fog. Slip away to a peaceful new tomorrow. Slip away to a just slip away. Time running through my troubled mind. Blinded by the fear of being left behind. Left behind.
May our gathering together this morning be a blessing for one and all. May it inspire us to a year of hope and love and courageous faith. And may we walk that year in the full awareness, as often as possible, of the blessed ties that bind each to all. Amen. So I tried just to relight the chalice, but it's already been extinguished by the wind. But in unison, if you'd like to join in saying our words, we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, or the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. And after the postlude, please stay around for some conversation, and I look forward to catching up with everyone.